Here, oh, y'all ain't forget about this case, did y'all? Who forgot about this case? Y'all forgot about this case? I told Ratchet TV, don't cover shit in Philly. Pussy, cover the shit down where the fuck you live. I'm dropping the link. I want anybody is welcome over here to come and debate me. Shaka Johnson, I don't give a fuck if you're an attorney or not. I studied more law. I forgot more law than you fucking studied. Here go all our channels. And they want the link drop so they know how to get into all our channels, tie them together. Y'all remember this case? But someone come in here and start talking about Sapphire Queen, she need help and all of this stuff like that. How I know? I told y'all about this case. The dreadlock boy. This boy, he got dreadlocks. I'm supposed to believe that everybody that got dreadlocks, they fucking killing people and all of this shit. Get y'all fucking dumbasses out here. Look who they talking about. Watch what they say. This is not my video. This is from Fox 29 News in Philadelphia. I showed y'all my cousin walking straight and show you how they just look what they did. But listen to what the attorney said he did before he knew anything about the motherfucking case. You went and turned this man in and said that he did it. Look.
It is 7:32. Well, the family of Kate Scott is asking for attorney Shaka Johnson to withdraw from representing Keon King.
And you know that name because the 21-year-old faces numerous charges in the death of Kate Scott, including murder, kidnapping, conspiracy, abuse of corpse, and tampering with evidence.
In a change.org petition, the Scott family says in part, quote, Philadelphia attorney Shaka Johnson has chosen to represent Keon King in this deeply painful and high-profile case. While every person has the right to legal representation, this comes a point where morality must outweigh professional ambition. So with those comments, we wanted to get the comment from Shaka Johnson himself.
Yo, first thing I want you to look at, bro, you inside there with all them fucking lights on. You got on dark shade glasses with that burgundy fucking John right there. With the fucking John over there. And I already know you like little girls. But your head hard. You want me to take you down because it's easy. Because I told you about the software in fucking Philadelphia. Yeah, it's the software in Philadelphia, it was fucked up in the year that Shaka Johnson represented my innocent cousin. It was facial recognition. It was over a baby mom, a jealous baby mom from Delaware. She was a Delaware nurse. This bitch was all into my fucking cousin. My cousin, he know how to kick Swabby Bowler. If he fucked her in jail or fucked her when he got out of jail and he had kids by her, and then she just gonna put a case on him because he don't wanna fuck with her no more. It's in our blood. You can see when a bitch is trying to do dirt to you. You took my cousin in front of, what was the judge's name? I think his name was McKean or some shit like that. And I told you that bullshit that motion you put in front of him, it was bullshit. Now, I challenge anybody, if you want to get some film, go get that film and show me and this motherfucker in the hallway arguing. After that, all of a sudden, my cousin mom started having strokes and all of that. And she worked at Hahnemann Hospital right on Broad Street. All of this shit ain't a fucking coincidence. You know what she said to me? I heard crying. She said, my baby, they just gave him this time. So I was ready to beat this motherfucker up. And Juanita Kids Stout, the Justice Center. But look at, it's Meek Mill down there. Meek Mill. Y'all don't be putting shit together because y'all slow. Not the MDOT. The MDOT ain't slow shit. Ain't shit slow about the MDOT. But my lip.
So, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Who approached you to take the case in the first place?
His parents.
Keon King's parents?
Yes, his parents.
Now, are you the one that convinced him to turn himself in?
I walked in with him. Yes, I turned him in. And that was before he was formally charged with anything having to do with her disappearance, her kidnapping, the arson, the murder subsequently. That was before any of that.
But you were already representing him officially at that point?
On the strangulation case that you've now heard about, that they're calling the first one.
Right.
The district attorney contacted me directly. That's why these remarks are so, quite frankly, nonsensical. Because the district attorney contacted me, said, listen, I understand you're representing Keon King on this first strangulation. No doubt there may be some other charges coming down the pipe, but would you surrender him? Consulted with my client, consulted with his parents. We
Kidnap me again. So the DA's office contacted this black ass lawyer that was a cop. I told y'all he was a cop before. I just saw Ratchet TV talking about new development, so I want to cut him off. You're not getting ready to try to make this a Philadelphia thing, trying to make Philadelphia go to war with nothing. I'm gonna shut all that shit down. I'm gonna put on for my city. Yeah, the Meek Mill joint. You don't think I know about Meek Mill? Stephanie Mills? Yo. My wife being on stage at Meek Mill's concert and they were selling wigs, the Richardsons. Motherfuckers don't be knowing what they be getting into until I make them see who you fucking with. I shut this nigga down. You walk your client right in from a prior case, and it says, kidnap me again. Kata Scott text, kidnap me again. Yeah, you motherfuckers there. A woman saying kidnap me again. She saying kidnap me again. Bitch, you in what you into? Say the masochism? What you want me to kidnap you again for? Or is that Kata Scott that sent out that text? Because somebody had her phone. Yeah. So I'm just, scrolling through. So I say all of the things that's coming up when I put in this name and on Yahoo, who it come up to? Dwayne Johnson Shaka. You know who his dad was? Who was his partner? Tony Atlas. Rocky Johnson, Tony Atlas. He died in 2020. Damn. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Silence. That's what we're hearing now. Silence. A rat pissing on cotton. Like, Sean, you from my city. Nigga, I will strangle you, you little bitch. You, I strangle you, and I strangle fucking Rainwater. Who y'all think y'all playing games with? You thought y'all had enough fucking power. Well, let's just say, we'll just keep dancing around till somebody gives up, because I'll never give up. I even show you. If you don't believe me, listen to Shaka Johnson, ESQ, Esquire. Okay. Crash out, nigga, because you caught. You, nigga, let me play this nigga again.
To hire an attorney, please get to the bottom of it. See
So
why the
because he was
authorities
asked, so that's
exactly
why they wanted to
see
comply.
why my son is being sought after, and let's investigate it. That's exactly what it is. They had no idea he was associated with this. We obviously came to find that out, and at that point, I was already his attorney.
And because
At that point, I was already his attorney from the prior case. All homicide was trying to do is they wanted to talk to him, and then all this fucking footage come out right here online. And who putting that footage out? Listen
That's
to
exactly
the
what it is. They had no idea
attorney.
he
If
was
you don't
responsible.
believe the M dot, listen to the fucking attorney tell you. Listen to the attorney tell Fox 29 News the parents of Kada Scott don't want this nigga on the case. He should recuse himself from the case because you was already on a fucking case with this nigga before. So of course you would put him in there, and then with these fake looking fucking text messages, yo, where the fuck y'all get all of this motherfucking information beforehand? Yeah, you think I don't know about Terrain Hicks and the people that's in his organization? Yeah, the bitch out in Cali, she tell me he got a big organization. And she telling me to wait because they got something planned for me. So I'm waiting for you. You heard? I'm waiting for you because I got something planned for you because I know Shaka Johnson. Yeah, you got some money, don't you? Yeah, deep pockets. So if I hit a RICO with an attorney, the attorney law firms, you know, you know, y'all either hit me or come Movember, yeah, the Mo 3 sector is done. And I'm going to get that money and I'm going to donate it to the charity to take care of Mo 3 kids. It all works out in the end for what I wanted it to work out for. Make sure that Mo 3 kids and the grandma, yeah, they all right, but I'm going to turn, if any money go in, I'm going to turn it over to the grandma. I don't know no baby moms. I don't recognize no fucking baby moms because I ain't got no baby moms.
Associated with this. We obviously came to find that out. And at that point, I was already his attorney.
And because of the strangulation case, why was he out?
Because of the strangulation case. Now, look at the sister up here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at her hair.
Out.
Her nails done.
The case was withdrawn. That strangulation.
Because the victim didn't show up in court?
Because the victim did not show up in court.
Why don't they just do it by Zoom?
Well, no. You have the right. We have constitutional protections, and people have to come to court. You can't wage allegations against a person and then get on the computer. You got to come down, participate in the process that you began.
But aren't there some cases?
You're a fucking liar, nigga. When there was a whole fucking, it was a whole joint that came down. This is a lying lawyer. Whenever this shit went down in 2020 in Philly, every fucking thing was through Zoom because ain't nobody did. Everybody had their masks on. We ain't trying no fucking, I ain't trying to catch nothing for nobody. I ain't coming down nowhere. I ain't coming to court. I ain't trying, you motherfuckers been all outside and shit. And then y'all gonna try to say I'm positive for COVID and all that shit. Fuck no. You couldn't even say pandemic. You couldn't say COVID or nothing. You know who led us? The younger crowd. They said, fuck that. We going out here and party. Fuck it if we go out here with motherfucking masks on or not. I told you, it was 300 in the street right behind me. They stood up to Cheltenham Township Police Department. Everybody was scared to drive. If you driving through Cheltenham Township, where I was staying, Elkins Park and all of that, the same cops that locked me up, charged me with 157 counts of all types of fraud. But when that shit got to the feds, that shit came down to 9 counts, all that other bullshit. They threw that bullshit fucking away. They threw it out. I remember the U.S. attorney. Her name was Susan Fields. She changed her name to Susan someone else. It began with a G. Like Guillermo or some shit like that. Look at my case and see if I'm fucking lying. The person that took over to collect the money that they said that I owed them, his name was Joseph Minnie. Now, how would Joseph Minnie be on my case and be on my daughter's case? And the bitch on this motherfucking app is telling you all of this shit. I ain't told you none of this shit. I'm telling you it now because I already knew who the bitch in California was. Sharon Brown. Shay's Tube. A fucking rat who admitted that her people was a cop. I don't give a fuck about that bitch saying anything. I don't give a fuck of nothing about you rat motherfuckers saying anything against the MDOT. Now, I got the links dropped Y'all always trying to make peace with me because I don't gotta make peace with y'all. I make peace with God, and that's it. I don't go making fucking friends with people I care about. I go make friends with their enemies. Nah, I don't know that they're your enemies, but if I go at them, I'm going at them to kill them. Kill them dead. No. Yeah, them dead and don't even know it. Shaka Johnson, like Shaka Zulu.
Where even, for example, like domestic violence or the situations where even if the victim isn't able to come forward, that they're still able to prosecute, or is that just a different scenario?
No, it's a slightly different scenario.
Okay.
But in this particular case, she was given the opportunity to come to court twice. She didn't come to court, and so the case was withdrawn. As happens, let me be clear, this is not something that is highly irregular. It'll happen probably 50 times today. It happens every day. When I say every day, not once or twice.
Where victims are not,
where cases are withdrawn or discharged, or the government voluntarily withdraws the charges because the so-called victim or the complainant is not there.
If nobody agrees to defend him as an attorney, is that when they appoint a public defender?
Well, I don't know that many people would not agree to defend him. We represent, when I say we, I'm speaking about the criminal defense bar. We represent people from all walks of life who are accused of all manner of heinous crimes, okay? And
I remember didn't you represent a Proud Boy at one time?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I represented Zachary Real, or one of the leader of the Proud Boys.
Who he represented? One of the Proud Boys. Ain't they from the Donald Trump shit? Then he represented the Wallace guy. He represented that family out of Philly where, they fucked him up. He had a mental disorder. He represented them. I know Shaka Johnson very well. I ain't grow up with him. But look, three hours ago, 11/11, SNAP food stamps program about to run out of money due to what? 42 million to lose benefits.
Have any folks from the community upset when you were representing him?
I got no emails. I got no social media, whatever. I got none of that. And I'm talking about, and he was obviously not the most high-profile person. Of course, you remember when I went and got Maurice Hill from that police barricade standoff for 8 hours. This is what I do. This is what I do.
And how long have you been doing this?
Almost 20 years.
So is this the first time then that you've seen, because there's a petition that's also been put out that has about 2,000 signatures of people asking for you to withdraw from representing Keon King. Here is the about 2,500 petition. People have been posting. Have you ever had?
You seen any change.org asking for, when I ask for justice for anybody, have you seen anyone urge my channel to withdraw from any case? No, when I get into a case, you see motherfuckers say, leave the case alone. That's what I showed y'all. I showed you the estate of King. I didn't show you who the first names of any of the complainants was and how many it went down from Citizens Bank. They sent out a joint, and what did they say? We've been ordered by the government to leave the case alone. So what you think I'm gonna do to Shaka Johnson? What you think I'm gonna do to anybody if you come up against Philly? What you think I'm gonna do? If I say I'm gonna bust your ass, I know the law stands behind me to bust your ass. Because I have the recordings and everything where y'all said y'all was coming to Philly to hurt people in Philly. I'm the first one told y'all, yo, you can't be making all of these motherfucking Jones talking about you going to do something. So I got MHB, I got Shades too, I got all of y'all saying y'all was going to come hurt me because I was telling the truth about y'all. Y'all little motherfuckers, y'all low hanging fruit. Don't nobody give a fuck about y'all little bit of money y'all making on no motherfucking YouTube. I take down Shaka Johnson. You know how much money he bringing into fucking Philadelphia as an attorney? He would get caught up in a scandal, and he connected to Dwayne, The Rock, Johnson, Shaka. You know, if I start going in there, yeah, you have to either kill me and Keon King. You don't know who the fuck he connected to. He could be connected to MLK, which I told you, dumbass motherfuckers, Ada Lewis is behind what school? Martin Luther King. And you know what we used to, that our cheerleaders used to say? Cougars, Cougars. I don't know nothing. I don't never know nothing. I don't know who I know. If I know somebody in the IRS, I wouldn't never tell nobody in there. I just know that they always had my back. All of my family, everybody in Philly always had my fucking back. And I'm always had theirs. I ain't telling you shit. I'd rather go to jail for the whole goddamn Philadelphia before I tell you any shit, any fucking thing about anybody, yeah, that showed me love. How could I return evil? I stand on it. Yeah, that joint right there, that eyeball, that shit is like, ain't that CBS? Who got the CB? Who got the eyeball? ABC or CBS? So then that would tell you who's behind StreamYard, because it's just an eyeball that come there first. Who the people that try to give other blacks uh, a chance? I mean, try to get them a chance. I don't know, how they try to give them a chance. Yeah, you don't know who they was? Yo, Country Wayne, he was trying to give people a chance. Everybody was just doing skits. He had a whole series called The Drip. From The Drip, I learned the whole goddamn game, how they bring somebody off. And then I noticed that the people that's named in the shooting game that I'm playing, that's the name of the bullets. So I show it to my enemy, Shades Tube. So who you think is getting ready to try to make me think that people after me? Shades Tube. You don't got shit against me, bitch. And I've been had people on you. You knew it. You kept talking. You don't remember when Jackie, the baddest, was in your chat telling you to leave me alone. You just had to get it in one more time. So you got Q, you got Angela. Yeah, this is all people. Yo, look at the names. Look where they tied to. BMF. They said, what's the BMF boy? What's his name? They said he homeless. So if you cross 50 Cent, you homeless. I don't got nothing against 50 Cent. And would I ever be homeless? Fuck no. Because I always have land to build on. Shout out to Hakeem Matur. See, the land, we got land in Philly, we got land in Georgia, we got land all around, but it's under a trust. I would have to tell you the trust, I would have to hand over the papers for the trust. And I'm not handing them over. You gotta take them from my dead hands. But they would never be in my hands. It's magic. they, they would never be in my dead hands. I done passed off. I already done. I told you I was a QB. I already done passed it off. They just don't know. I just need to give them the password. You gotta play a bum. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, man. I ain't got nothing. In my thought. I mean, we got on that block. And you motherfuckers are staying in apartments. You just ain't listening to me. But some listening to me that's from the Robinson family. They from the Oliver family. They know who the Oliver is. And they know who the Newtons is. So they know if I'm talking too much, shut up. They know if I say get out the truck or we get out, talk. Yeah, because motherfuckers, yeah. Nigga shit be in the fucking truck, or whatever. I don't know if motherfuckers done been inside, fizz up, or whatever. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. We just know how to talk. Yeah. We argue, bang on each other and everything. Fuck you. End of the day, my motherfucking cuz gonna be right there. And my other cuz, if he say 3 words to me, he know we just alike. But we done felt each other. When I say felt each other, not like I touched his ass or nothing, like, no, we felt each other. We all been to jail. And we know how that shit get, and everybody knows Shaka Johnson, that nigga will never represent me. And you'll never, we already know about my cousin. I told you. We already know about my cousin. What y'all did to my little cousin. He was innocent. Yeah, you gotta take a long walk down that Williams Road, Johnson Street. Yeah, we got all the same streets that everybody else had. And ain't nobody fucking with no goddamn Shaka Johnson. Shaka Johnson ain't get ready to plead me out the shit. You went and turned somebody in. You turned me in for? You turned me in. I told you he was a fucking former cop. If you didn't listen to me, I'm still gonna fuck with you. But I know this nigga is a former cop. You got ties. And he telling you right here, yeah, I talked to the DA. So what makes the fuck you think if someone in my family get died, I'm going to somebody that know the U.S. attorney? Yeah, like Jeffrey Miller. But he attorney said, yo, I ain't practicing law no more, but I got a friend. He still practice my Nasuti. Carmen Nasuti. I start naming these motherfucking attorney, these law firms in motherfucking Philadelphia. I would bring down the whole goddamn Philadelphia Bar Association. Y'all don't want to fucking play with me. And they'd reach right out into the what's the name, because y'all part of an association that I'm not a part of. But I know just the amount of law that y'all know. I'll fight any law firm. I don't give a fuck who you think your lawyer is. You could bring Johnny Cochran back to life. If he on the other side, I'm going to bust his ass in the courtroom, because Johnny Cochran, he got all these motherfucking distractions that I don't have. Yeah, I told you. I read the law as soon as it comes from, as soon as the clerk of courts, as soon as they fucking, what's the name? That's all I like to read. I'm a nerd. I can't help it. I just like to read law. I love the law. Just like I love the Lord. Now, we at 44 minutes. If I said he told 4-4, then y'all go figure out who fucking 4-4 is that Mo 3 talking about. That somebody told 4-4.